フルカウンター
Alright lads, welcome back to a Grand Cross video, and as you can see on screen now, it is finally back. The costume sale discount after about a year and a half even. It's been a very long time, so you do not want to miss out on this if you're using characters, especially when you do your summons, because with this new banner, which I'm sure some of you know by now, it does feature a lot of rare characters, the most important one being basically Brunhild and definitely Zeldris, or maybe even Esterosa or Elizabeth and old Diane, not so Merlin because they didn't put her on sale. We'll go through that in a second, but I know personally myself, if I do end up putting Zeldris, I might actually buy his ones because demons are now meta. But I want to make this video today so you lot know if you're on global to put some gems aside while you're summoning to make sure you do have enough diamonds to get some summons and also get some costumes, because they are now back and it's definitely worth buying. Also, I kind of needed an easy video today because I am working on my rewind. I'm up to Esterosa and I have 2 days to do it, so I'm kind of tight on time right now. Don't really have too much time to sit and play Grand Cross today. Okay, so the most important thing, and let's go over the characters that are not on sale, and there's obviously Escanor, the guy just came out, and weirdly enough, and I don't know why they did this, and they didn't even put it in the coin shop, so it's super strange here, but Infinity Merlin, the character where you have to tag a character 4 times to apply the actual debuff effect onto someone, and the new Purgatory Meliodas gets cleansed after 3 attacks. That Merlin. So at the bottom you can see she is unfortunately not on sale, which is mildly frustrating because, technically speaking, I believe Cusack came out after her, but she's on sale, so like what's the point? Why not put her on sale? It's not like she's broken. It is a little bit annoying, but unfortunately it's not really worth buying her just yet. I would say wait till she goes next on sale, but the chances that we get a costume sale again is probably in 6 months time. Alright, so the first 2 characters you have to buy for, especially if you do pull this new Meliodas, because he is a demon character, he's going to be used on the demon team, so it makes sense you're buying costumes for the demon team, especially because you do want to start first. You could start second because you get attacked 3 times, do massive AoE damage, but you'd rather start first, right, especially with the Esterosa team, and especially since Meliodas has such high CC. But the first 2 characters, undoubtedly, boys, Esterosa and Zeldris. Zeldris being probably the most important one because he has now returned after, I think, the 2nd time returning, but he's actually on a good banner and actually has good, decent rates. So there is a very good chance if you pull him, I definitely recommend buying him because the character is a seasonal character, very hard to get, and if you get him duped out a little bit, definitely worth picking up. He is obviously the demon infect. Infect is massively important in the game, especially with the demon team. So if you do pull him, he's probably the most important one to buy right now. I'm not gonna lie to you lot. Esteros is a given, but you may already bought them if you've been using the character. He is the one that puts all the demons together, so you have to make sure you buy costumes for him. And the character, would I recommend buying? Maybe. So we have Chandler. Now, Chandler is by far the best sub-slot character, or even the second duo for the new Purgatory Meliodas, and that's because Purgatory Meliodas on screen now, as you can see, his skills are based off basically Pierce. He actually wants a massive Pierce buff, and Chandler does that in the sub-slot. And Chandler being a sub-slot means the best thing you do with him is to stack up his CC, and you do that by giving him HP defense and also max out his costumes. However, since he is a sub-slot character, you probably want to do him last, but definitely someone you want to consider. Obviously, you don't know I love Chandler. His outfits are actually really good. However, I will say one thing, and this is for global, most importantly. If you're on JP, you already know about it by now, but in 1 month's time after the actual new current Hawk Pass, we are going to get technically a free outfit for him if you have enough Hawk Pass scraps, and that is the Golf Chandler. Such a peak design. The outcutting's too sick as well, so don't go too crazy in Chandler. This is probably the best thing they've done right now to release this character outfit for free at the right time, so people are going to get a nice little CC bonus because he's needed right now. A little hidden gem in this update is the new Merlin, and thank God this works. But basically, if you attack Meliodas 2 times and he activates his actual curse, true magic form where he does massive single target damage or AoE damage with his actual 1 powered up attack, you can actually attack seal him, especially if you attack him 3 times with the Merlin. Because if the second attack from Merlin, which attack seals, is also the 3rd time the Meliodas gets attacked, it does actually attack seal. So Merlin is a massive hidden gem here, and you have to start first with her because if you don't, you're probably gonna die because the extra team is so broken. So getting costumes for this Merlin might not be a bad thing, especially because I think she has the banner, right? Yes, she is. So if you get her, might be worth picking up, especially if he's the unknown team. And Nanashi is now gotten a massive relic as well. They've absolutely mugged it and made it a part of that actual scored hearty relic. So it's gonna be very hard to get, but maybe we get enough resources soon enough to actually make one for free if they give it out. Currently, right now, we do have the Christmas sale on with the actual old costumes, and these are obviously for Merlin, Diane, Magelda, and also King as well. Pretty good outfits. None of them being too meta. Obviously, this is a really good outfit for obviously the new Merlin, and this is one just kind of for the memes. You can only buy them with money right now, but I'm not too sure if they're going to go on sale. Probably not, considering they're selling them again. So if you want to buy them, then they are going to be full price, but something to look out for. Two outfits I definitely recommend buying, more or less for the looks, but still worth buying, and that is the Valentine's outfits. This, by far, is probably one of my favorite outfits in the game. It looks so good on Sariel, especially with the actual headpiece you can get as well. By far, Sariel's best outfit, even above the actual final boss one, and if you do plan to use the Archangels, one, if you missed it, then you actually missed out. Literally, right now in Global, I have this one already on the game, and I never even used Sariel. It was just so good I had to buy it. And one thing I regretted not buying, because the character wasn't that usable, but then later on, we got Brunhild, the wedding day one. Brunhild's outfit, I'm definitely going to be buying. This outfit is pretty good for her, especially the actual headpiece as well. So after I do get a Purgatory Meliodas, if I don't pull Zeldris, this is probably the first outfit I will be buying because it is peak content for her. But that's only for looks. I think she gets enough outfits anyway, free to play, to get most of her stuff already. I do say this every single time, but if you ever want to invest into Lucio, it might be a bit late because the character is constantly always going out of meta, but his costumes are now on sale. You have to have the highest CC in the game to make sure you do lower the defense, and I've never invested into him. Would I do it? Probably not, but I want to put it out there in case someone wants to build him up now, because the character, if you do max out your CC, you got high constellation points, then he can be still usable, but he's a tricky one to invest into. For my unknown mains, if you do use the unknown team, I probably recommend buying Nanashi. This character has gotten a massive buff towards the relic. You can see it on screen now as well. I believe it's like 30% base stats for unknown race, which is higher than Ram. And you also get his passive to proc, and you also get damage reduction as well. The character is actually going to be a must use for unknown teams going forward. He may not be the best now, but going forward in the future, we start getting more Merlins, more obviously unknown characters. Maybe we get some more vampires. He might be the go-to sub-slot character, so a little bit of a hidden gem. And if your main team is the unknown team, then you're not going to really invest into demons and other teams basically, so that's probably the one you want to focus on first. Tracer Medio is still a PvE god, so might be worth buying him. Sariel, if you're ever going to use him as well. Scardia, don't recommend buying. Diane, she was meta against the one, but now the new Purgatory Meliodas does more damage towards stance characters. She might not be the best pick right now to buy her or use her, with the wait and see she gets even more buffs in the future. Yomaganda, no point. Tamiel, he's a sub-slot character, he's a link character. If you want to buy him for the association to max out your character, you got the Tamiel link one, then I'd recommend doing it. Why not? Probably the last choice you would do though. And then finally, the two characters, Freya and also Elizabeth. Elizabeth, if you use the character, you're going to buy costumes, of course. And then Freya, probably the bottom of the list for me personally, because I don't really care too much about Skull Hearty until it gets easier, and it doesn't get easier until you get the raid material to make the Fauna Relic, and the materials you need to make the Fauna Relic, you need to defeat the actual Skull Hearty raid boss, but you can't defeat the Skull Hearty raid boss because you can't make the relic. Makes no sense, it pisses me off how they done that, but that is probably the last one, boys. So there we go, that's my picks. Cusack might be a decent pick as well, because Cusack does lower the crit chance and crit damage, I think, of characters, and the new Medios is critting like crazy. So yeah, once again, my definitely picks right now are definitely, honestly, Zeldris and Chandler. I think I'll go with them too, just because Zeldris is a rare character you're probably going to get to for the first time, because you cannot buy his costumes if you don't have the character. Then definitely do buy the costumes, and then Chandler for the sub slot to get that massive piss buff for the new Purgatory Meliodas. So boys, that's just all for today. Thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.